Welcome to T's Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and I am back like Arnold with a brand new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse review where we will take a look at the McFarlane Collector's Edition Abyss, Golden Age Superman, and my main man, the Green Lantern, Alan Scott, folks. So we have now the Collector's Edition that McFarlane is starting, folks. So this is going to be interesting. I know we're getting a lot more from this line, and we're getting that Hawkman, we're getting the Sinestro, we're getting, I believe the Wonder Woman will be in this line. I don't think she'll be in this line, but I know we're getting Hawkman, Sinestro. They're coming within this line, and I'm telling you, folks, the characters that we are getting within this McFarlane Collector's Edition are very, very interesting. So I look forward to seeing how things will continue to pan out as this line continues. Now, the only gripe that I've been hearing and that I do understand is that the price point. And I've mentioned that during my short video, because I did a short video with these characters or with these figures when I did my toy haul. So if you haven't checked that out, be sure to do so. I discussed the price point, and I think I discussed the price point during another reaction video to the collector's editions. And the price is a little bit too much, I feel. Though I will say McFarlane has been very gracious with this pricing over the last few years. I mean, all his figures continue to be very, and I mean very feasible. The prices that he's giving us, folks, in the midst of an era where inflation is going up and all the figures are going up in price, he's still giving us figures for $24. I mean, and we're getting some incredible figures with that still. All right, so let's take a look at what we have with the figures here. We have Alan Scott Green Lantern. Now, I will say this, did not expect to get the Chase variant. We got the Chase variant version of the Alan Scott Green Lantern here. I ordered this from Big Bad Toy Store, ordered the standard edition, and got this version. Really happy about this. Huge surprise. So look forward to diving into him. We see him through a display window. And on the back, we have this wonderful image from Alex Ross of Alan Scott. Doesn't look like what we got in the figure, but yeah, you know I'm a falling roll. Then we have the Superman from the Golden Age Action Comics #1 here. Through our display window. On the back, we have this iconic image of Superman displaying his superhuman strength here. And to the next one, we have a very new character within, I feel a brand new character within the DC Comics in the Abyss here. And throughout the display window, we have Abyss. On the back, we have Abyss as well as Batman and some other characters here. So could this be a tease for some other reveals, or could this be a tease for some other releases from McFarlane Toys? That could be really interesting. I'm all for new villains for our Batman, so that's going to be interesting, folks. So Abyss, Superman, Green Lantern, Alan Scott. Let's get to it. Let's get these guys out the package and take a closer look, all right? Let's get to it. All right, folks, I have the figures out of the packaging, and as you can see with the new McFarlane Collector's Edition, our characters are not only packaged with a collector's card, but a stand for the collector's card as well. So that's pretty cool. I like the little things like that. I mean, like I said, I'm not too happy about the price point for these figures with that $29, but man, I can appreciate, the little things like a stand for our trading card or collector's card or however you want to call it. I like that. And I like the look of it. As you see here with the Alan Scott Green Lantern here, we have this awesome looking base decked out in all black. We have the silver DC logo here. And what you would do, it comes like this, in package, but you would just slide it on here like that. And there you go. So it makes for a nice little setup when you have your figures on the shelf. If you're a collector who like to have your figures like this on the shelf with the collector's card next to them, that's nice. It gives it a nice little look overall. So it depends on what you like and what you want to do with your figures on the shelf, but I can appreciate that. So we have that with the figures. Now, one of the other things that's a bit of the new with these McFarlane Collector's Edition is not only do we get this old reliable McFarlane Toys display stand, but they also added that silver DC logo here as well. So this looks pretty cool, but we get this with all three figures as well. All right, up first, we had to go with the Man of Steel, the hero of all heroes, the signature character of the DC universe, or one of the signature characters. You got Batman. That's my main man, Batman, and we got Wonder Woman. But we had to go with Superman. So this is the Golden Age Action Comics version of the Man of Steel here. And I got to give a shout out yet again to the collector's card and the display stand. I really think that this adds to the figure overall, gives it a nice touch. So I really like that, man. But we're going to take a look at Superman here. And he does come with some accessories that I'm really happy about. First up, folks, drum roll, gasp. Really, he comes with a flight stand. And man, I tell you, this has been one of the things that I don't want to say I've been griping about, but it's been a bit of a head scratcher in terms of our figures who have flight capabilities, who are not packaged with flight stands. We're really happy that this Superman is packaged with flight stands. Every character that has flight capabilities should be packaged with a flight stand. So I'm really happy with that. Now, as you can see here with this flight stand, at the base, we have the DC logo decked out in all black. So this is something new yet again that we're getting with the McFarlane Collector's Edition figures overall. So we have the flight stand, and we have yet another accessory that I'm very excited about, that I look forward to testing out with this figure, and that is the chains that Superman can break free from. So it acts as either a diorama on the ground, or you can place it around Superman. But I like the design and detail with this chain overall. It looks really good. Really nice idea for the Man of Steel. It does have little loops that you can connect together as you place it around Superman, as you can see that I'm trying to do. Yeah, you got a little loops here that you can connect together, as you can see. You get the idea, right? So you just place it around Superman. Oh, I like this stuff. So you got to place it around Superman here, and he can kind of break free and everything, display his superhuman abilities, whatnot. So this is pretty cool, man. I like this. I know I'm doing it wrong because I'm doing it on the fly, but yeah, I like this. This is a really nice touch overall, and a nice nod to some of the most iconic images from the Man of Steel overall that we've been given over the years. So this is really cool here. So we have the chains, we have the flight stand, we have the collector's card, as well as the base, and we have the Man of Steel. Now, I will say this, folks. I have reviewed this Superman here, at least 3 times on the channel. So we're no stranger to this body mold. This is the Infected Superman body mold. I just reviewed the Superman versus Doomsday, same body mold. I have the Hush Superman that's coming up, same body mold, folks. So articulation, everything is going to be pretty much the same, other than the fact that we have the S on the chest. It's definitely different. I do like the one that we're getting with the Chase variant. I think that I like the S better on that, but this looks pretty cool here. Again, we have the lighter paint deco for Superman, a blue, a light blue. That appeals to me overall. So I love vibrant, bright colors. I think it really adds to the figure. It really plays up to the Golden Age aspect of a figure. In terms of the head sculpt, I think they nailed it in terms of giving us that classic Golden Age look. He has the squinty eyes. I like that, how they handle the hair, the cheeks. He has this kind of like a smiling smirk to him, if that makes any sense. But he does have that Golden Age classic cartoon Superman look to him. I love those old classic Superman cartoons that they had back in they had back in the 60s. I wasn't alive back then, but I rewatched them, and I like those as well. So they captured that. Really wish they would have colored the boots with this figure here, but McFarlane did that on purpose so that he can resell this as a Chase variant. The Chase variant does have the colored boots in red, has a darker paint deco, has a different shield of S-shield, a shield of hope here on the chest. So the Chase variant, in some ways, I like that one a little better, but in some ways, I like this better because I like the lighter paint deco that we're given with this Superman. And overall, I think he looks pretty solid. All right, folks, in terms of comparison, as I mentioned earlier, we've seen this Infected Superman body mold more times than I want to count. All right, so we have here, first up, we have the Angry Hush Superman. Now, this is the one that was taken over by Poison Ivy. His review has been up on the channel, so we do have that one here. And we also have the new standard edition for the Hush Superman here. So his review is on the way, folks. So we have that one. And we also have the Rebirth Superman that has that infected body mode yet again, folks. So again, we've seen this one a number of times, though I gotta say, I think that this is a solid figure overall. I'm sold on this head scope here. Love the lighter paint deco. I don't like the S shield. I like the one from the Chase variant way better than this one here. So I really think that they should have given us a new body mold with this head scope, man. That would have really added to, the impact of getting that Golden Age Superman overall. But again, man, think he's a solid figure. Let's put him on the flight stand because, McFarlane gave me the flight stand, and I can't get off this segment without putting him into a flight pose. I got to put Superman in this classic flight pose. So gonna get all the rest of the Supermans off the table. We're gonna end this segment the right way, right? All right. So we got Superman here. All right, it's as if I have never done this before, right? All right, there we go. All right, so we got Superman getting ready to save the day, getting ready to save Lois Lane for the 15,000th time, and now we're gonna get on to the next segment. All right, up, and away. All right, up next we have the Abyss figure. Now, I've been looking forward to this one here, folks. It's my understanding that this is a fairly new character that's been created within the DC universe. I'm all for new Batman villains, as well as just new characters that we can explore, not only within our action figure collection, but within the comic genre as well. So I really look forward to this one, folks. Now, he does come with a few things that we can dive into. First and foremost, he comes with a swappable hand. So he has a swappable hand. It's a weapon holding hand that we can utilize with this figure. So he has that. He has some claws to him as well. So this guy looks pretty interesting, folks. Really interesting character for our Batman. So we have that. And we also have this two-sided sheath. He has a bit of a scarecrow element to him, as well as the character that Batman faced in his year 2 run, the Grim Reaper. So he has that vibe to him as well. So here, this sheath has a bit of a techie look here on the blades. I like that overall. This is pretty cool. It feels like this should articulate, but it does not. It looks like it should, but it doesn't. So that would have been pretty cool if they collapsed in. But yeah, this looks pretty awesome overall. So we have his two-sided sheath, and we have the Abyss character. So again, this guy gives me Scarecrow / Grim Reaper vibes with a more of a darker, teched out look to him overall. He does give me the character that was in the Batman, the Mask of the Phantasm. He gives me that look as well. He definitely gives me that look overall. Be great if we got her character. I don't want to spoil the movie, but it'd be great if we got that character as well. I think I did. But this guy looks awesome. I love this. This is like one of my most favorites early on within this review from the 3. I mean, I love the utility belt that's placed within this character here. Again, this guy looks to be all about that tech as well. He has an armored look to him. Very slender, sleek type of character, yet he does have designs. Love the wrinkles and folds within his pants area. He has a nice design within his boots here. He's decked out in pretty much all black and gray. Now, he does have the little purple paint deco that's utilized with the inside of the cape. Has a torn, tattered cape. Again, McFarlane knocks it out the park yet again with the cape. Love how they handled the hood area. He does have nice articulation here in the head, despite the hood. He can look down, he can look up, pretty decent. Look down better, but he can go all the way around here. He does have nice articulation here in the arms area, really decent. He does have butterfly joints. He has double jointed elbows, nice articulation there, nice articulation in the wrist area overall. He has nice he can do the splits here. Nice splits here with the figure. He does have nice articulation here in the knee area. He can go all the way back. So this guy is highly articulated overall. He does have nice articulation here in the upper torso, can go all the way around as well. He does have nice articulation in the waist area. He can go around as well. Can he go around? It's kind of weird with this guy. I guess he can go all the way around with the waist articulation. But here in the face scope, he seems to have X's where his eyes are placed, as well as some sort of air mask or something like that that he has tied to his face as well. So very interesting looking figure overall. It's just so many things about this figure that makes you go, okay, what do I make of any of this? I mean, it's like he has the X's here. He has the little air mask. You know, he has the utility belt all armored up. He has claws for hands. So he has that as well. I like how they handle the claws. Again, this guy looks like he could really give Batman a run for his money, but you know Batman will still win. But again, man, I have not read up on this guy. I will read up on this guy today. But man, this guy looks really interesting, folks. I love his look overall. Sleek yet designed. Has that little Grim Reaper, creepy type of a vibe to him. Definitely would utilize him with Scarecrow whenever McFarlane will give us a comic book Scarecrow. But this will be my stand-in as that creepy type of a character that Batman will have to take down. And since this is a Batman villain, let's bring out the Dark Knight himself, all right? So here we have the Nightfall Batman. Review is up on the channel, folks, so be sure to check it out. So we have Nightfall Batman getting ready to defend Gotham City from yet another crazy with the Abyss character. And in the words of Vanessa Williams, I had to save the very best for last because we have my main man, the Alan Scott Green Lantern figure here. And folks, I got to say, this is a dream come true for me as a collector, as well as a comic book fan of this character. On the channel here, I've mentioned this guy a number of times in terms of hoping that McFarlane would give us this character. We did get that Vengeance, Dark Knight's death metal version of the character. So with that, I knew this guy had to be just around the corner. So now we officially have a classic Alan Scott Green Lantern. I know I'm going to say Alan Scott Green Lantern 5 million times, folks. Apologize for that. Really hoping that we get more classic Justice Society of America characters within our McFarlane toy line collection. You know, we do have that classic Jay Garrett Flash. Hopefully we'll get a Wildcat. Hopefully we'll get Sandman, Iron Man, classic Black Canary, Stars and Stripes, Mr. Terrific. But folks, we are getting a Hawkman finally from within this McFarlane toy line, and it will be a part of this McFarlane Collector's Edition line, folks. So stay tuned for that one. But again, folks, this is big for me. Hopefully we'll see Alan Scott in live action or in an animated movie. Who knows? We'll see. But I got him right here, folks, and he comes with some really cool accessories. First up, Alan Scott is packaged with this wonderful looking translucent lantern here. Looks very classic. Really matches his emblem that he has on the chest here. You see the lantern on his chest, and we have the lantern here that he utilizes to power his ring. So we have that. This looks really good, folks. Love the translucent green look. I'm all for translucent accessories, folks. If you've been following this channel, you know I'm a sucker for these types of accessories. So I like this right here, folks. It looks really good. And last but not least, we have this energy effect that we can utilize with our Green Lantern. Love the design and detail to this overall. Love the light color of green that's utilized for both accessories. But I love these energy effects that we place to our lanterns. This is the one thing that I really hope that McFarlane would utilize with our Green Lanterns moving forward. Ever since we got the Parallax Hal Jordan and he was placed with those energy effects, I was like, okay, we need that with every Green Lantern figure from now on. So this is how this would look and go with our Alan Scott, and this looks so awesome, folks. I mean, this is just so cool, and it really adds to what we're getting with this Alan Scott Green Lantern. As you can see with this Chase variant, he has the green that emulates throughout his costume. So we have it here on the legs. We have it here as well on the insides of the arms, the hands. And I feel like this is supposed to, emulate or showcase how the energy from his ring is kind of shining throughout the rest of the costume. That's how I see it. But I really like this, folks. We have the green effect that's applied throughout the arm areas, the side here, even on the sides of the face. So they did an excellent job of utilizing that green paint to, kind of emulate that energy effect that's resonating throughout the rest of his costume, or points of his costume that we see here in the underarms, the sides here as well. We have the classic high collars that they have attached to his wonderful looking cape that we'll look at. But I like how they attack that as well. You have to pull off the high collars when you're doing someone like an Alan Scott Green Lantern figure. Have to capture that nice design here for the high collars. I love that. We have the green that's on the inside as well. Also, I like how you handle the areas that really hold up the cape. I don't know what you call them, but I know Shazam, his classic costume, utilized these as well. But I like how they handled that. That looks very classic, comic accurate. And again, if we look at the cape, we turn the cape around. McFarlane, yet again, just knocked this out of the park. The design, the detail throughout, man, it flows. The creases, the wrinkles, everything is there with this cape here. He does have hints of green here on the edges, if you can see. I like how they did that. Oh, even more so right here. So those hints of green throughout really brings this figure to life that much more for me as a fan. I like how they handle, again, the green here on the hands. This just looks so cool, man. It really gives them more of a, I don't know, an animated / comic book look overall, which I guess what they were shooting for. Now, in terms of articulation, this figure has the standard DC Multiverse articulation overall. He has nice extension here in the arm areas, no issues with that. He has the double jointed elbows, nice articulation with that here. As you can see, he's pretty tight, but it's okay, it's understandable. Nice articulation here in the wrist area, so no issues with that. He has some nice articulation here in the waist area. He can go all the way around with no issues at all. He does have that upper torso articulation as well. Nice articulation here in the head area. He can look down. He can look up as well. This character is very photogenic. I can see that already. I will have a blast taking photos with this guy, especially with the green highlighted throughout. But really solid or great articulation overall. Here he can do the split. So, I mean, he's very well articulated, folks, here. So no problem with that. He does have the double jointed knees. Can go all the way back with no issues at all. He does have nice articulation here in the foot area, up and down, has some little bit of rocking here, and he does have that toe articulation for that extra touch. So overall, excellent articulation for this figure here. And again, he is very photogenic, folks. Love this figure overall. And again, I'm just really happy to have somebody like this within my collection that I've been wanting for some time, folks. I mean, again, to add it to that, I get the Chase variant and I get some awesome translucent accessories. And the only thing that I wish that this guy would have been packaged with, and he should have been packaged with, is a flight stand. Not sure why this guy did not come with a flight stand, folks. This is yet again one of those areas where it's like, okay, you gave us a flight stand with the Action Comics #1 Superman. So why didn't we get one with this one? So I just don't understand that. But overall, man, phenomenal figure, folks. This has to be hands down one of this year's best overall for me. One of my most favorite within my entire DC Multiverse collection, folks. I mean, again, I've been asking for this guy for some time. I have him. Really happy with him, folks. And alongside my main man, Alan Scott, we have some of his other Green Lantern buddies, also from McFarlane Toys. We have the Blackest Night version of the Kyle Reiner character. We also have the DC Rebirth version of John Stewart, as well as the DC Rebirth Hal Jordan. All right, let's get on to the next. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Give me DC Classics action all day, every day with these figures here. Man, I love this here, folks. I love it. So, alongside our classic Alan Scott Green Lantern, we have also from McFarlane Toys the classic version of the J. Garrett Flash. So, we have side by side two of the founding members of the JSA. And here with our Alan Scott, I have some mega figures from McFarlane Toys in the form of the Blackest Night. And last but not least, we have Atrocitus from that Blackest Night Build-A-Figure wave. All right, folks, that's all I have for this episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed this review. I gotta say, man, each and every one of these figures was a wonderful surprise. I mean, even though I would love to have gotten a new body mold with this Superman, I absolutely love this head sculpt. I think they did an excellent job with that, as well as the paint deco that's utilized for the blue. But man, McFarlane, please give us a new body mold for our Supermans moving forward. Just please do that. And in terms of the best character, I mean, this is hands down one of McFarlane's best of the year. Really happy to have yet another Rogues to add to my Batman collection, and just another character like this to add to my overall DC Multiverse collection is exciting for me as a fan. So really happy with this Abyss. Hands down, one of the best of the year for me. But when you talk about best of the best, man, out of all these three, nothing touches this Alan Scott Green Lantern figure. I mean, he is hands down the best out of all three. He is hands down one of the best figures within my whole entire DC Multiverse collection. That's how much I love this version of the Alan Scott Green Lantern. This Chase variant really elevates this character or this figure to yet another level. So really happy that I got the Chase variant version. Overall, this guy looks excellent. The accessories, the design, the detail. I did not touch upon the fact that he has the green, the lime green within the insides of the cape as well. So I like that touch. They handled that very well. But I look forward to seeing what he will release through this line moving forward. I mean, we are getting Hawkman, we're getting Sinestro, and it's just no telling who we might see moving forward with this line. So it's going to be interesting to see, folks. Folks, let me know in the comments, what do you think about these three figures? Are you all in? Are you on the fence? Do you have them already? Or do you just not even care? Are you like, man, I don't want none of these, but I do want Hawkman. I do want Sinestro. Yeah, folks, let me know what you're thinking, and let me know what you would like to see from this line. I mean, what characters would you like to see moving forward? So let me know in the comments, folks. And folks, don't forget to ring that bell for all notifications so that you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. And also, don't forget to what? Yep, like, share, and subscribe. If you've done that already, I truly appreciate it. And don't forget, folks, that I am on social media with Instagram and Twitter. So if you have those outlets, be sure to give me a follow. And again, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate all the support. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.